Go.
Hello, class. Welcome to our project. All of the footage that you will see here today has been shot on the T-Mobile HTC G2 Droid. This is just one example of the different types of mobile broadcast technologies we will see in the future. But to begin our project, we first have to tell you a little bit of background about the black box theory and how it relates to our project. The black box theory is a communication theory that encompasses the idea that one day all of communication will eventually converge into one device or be able to be used from one source. The phone is the start of that. And as a part of the millennial generation, we are at the forefront of this technology.
Dr. Martin Cooper developed the first cell phone in 1973. In 1985, his idea was sold to the world. The Motorola Dynatech was the first and certainly not the last cell phone. Since Cooper's invention, thousands of models have been developed between then and now. What started as a way to receive and dial calls adapted into something amazing. Decreasing in size and increasing in capability, the cell phone quickly became a sensation. Capabilities like the GPS and MP3 became integrated in 1999. The internal antenna and the predictive T9 text helped to pick up the growth as well. But we wanted more. So the keyboard was introduced in 2001 alongside the first color cell phone screen. Then we really began to move, with the first touchscreen from Sony and camera phone from Sprint. Games were introduced through Nokia's N-Gage. Blackberries and Palm Pre's paved the road for future smartphones. And by 2007, Apple changed the market forever, with its extremely responsive touchscreen, and then again in 2008, with its app marketplace and multitask feature. The always changing is now left with a question: where do we go from here?
Any trouble finding the place?
Trouble finding this place? You kidding me? You ever heard of a little something called Google Maps, bitch? Bloop. You could have had this little shindig on the freaking moon and I would have found it. Seriously, check it out. Google Universe.
Why are smartphones so successful? Well, we asked two professors at Rider University who had this to say.
I am, as you can tell, not the most technologically cutting-edge person by design, but I already have too many devices. I don't want to carry my laptop, my phone, my Kindle, my flip camera, all these things everywhere I go. I just don't. So obviously most of us want one device, and so I understand why we're going that way.
Okay. Well, first of all, I don't know if they're successful. Certainly a lot of people have them, but does that mean they're doing anything worthwhile? That's a different question.
The development of smartphones opened the door for new ways to use your cell phone. Cell phone applications or apps are add-ons or bits of data added to a cell phone so it can perform functions usually unrelated to making a phone call. Now, cell phones can become GPS devices, personal trainers, and bank tellers. Many apps were made to make your life easier. Almost anything can be done on a cell phone.
Well, I just shot an interview with a student here at the TV studio, and I'm going to upload it onto YouTube right now so I can grab it off the internet and then put it into Final Cut Pro so I can edit it for our webisode.
I was on my laptop, but I always use Twitter for my cell phone. I try and stay connected as much as possible. It's a great resource for being connected, and it's definitely going to be a way to help get jobs in the future.
I think it's way too much technology, way too much advancement. It's a distraction to education.
Another huge part of us having all these smartphones is the fact that we're able to communicate with people so fast. My friend Katie, she said she wants a decaf, venti, soy, no whip, caramel frappuccino. So I'm gonna ask her if she got that yet.
What I don't like is because I have so many apps that it freezes sometimes, and I had to turn it off and turn it back on. So that's and it's slow. It says wait, I have to wait. So it's talking to me.
What do I have? I have a lot of apps that I don't even use that just seemed cool at the time. So finding movies locally or getting directions and stuff. I actually have a navigator in my car, so I don't really need it, but I download it anyway.
I just got a text back from Katie. She said, no, I have no money for a frappuccino. Ha ha ha. There you go. Right there.
I have a lot of apps. I really don't use many of them that much. Mostly Twitter and Facebook.
What's up? Whatever, you're all just jealous. None of you look as cool as iPhone. I'm numero uno, and it's gonna stay that way for a long time. Get him! Oh, hey, I'm just my screen! Don't hit that button! Don't hit it! Power off.
Do you feel that this will affect our communication, like face-to-face in any way with each other?
It already is. It already has. It already is. I see it mostly in your generation. You utilize technology to communicate with people about subjects that you ought to communicate about face-to-face, and you don't recognize the difference.
You got to realize that every time we talk face-to-face through something, we're talking through a medium. Right now I'm talking through you through the medium of air, right? So there's something that we're talking through. How different is that air from that device you're using? That's the real question. I don't know if there is a difference because we're all using symbols, technology. Our mouth is technology that produces sounds, that produces these abstract symbols. Same thing as the phone. I don't see a difference between the two.
Well, class, thank you for enjoying our presentation. And if it's one thing you leave with, let it be that it's not how technology uses us, but it's how we use technology. There are many different influences that we have in our lives, but let us not forget to communicate on a human level, to talk, to write, to speak out, and to communicate face to face. Thank you.